jump to the part that you're asking about. In speaking with Mr. Hurley and Mr. Kelly in February, they made it clear that if there was an alternative construction plan that could be identified, it would be important for a long-term commitment from the Y, as well as a larger financial commitment from the Y. I've spoken with the YMCA's executive board, and they have authorized me to initiate making a proposal, which is what I had sent out to you late last week. The exact terms would obviously need to be worked out, but the overview is basically that the Board of Ed would have little or no expense or responsibility for the operation, the maintenance, and the direct capital improvements for your pool, in exchange for the YMCA having a long-term agreement of 20 to 25 years to use the pool to conduct programs for the community. The big difference, obviously, is that with this long-term commitment, the Y would be able to make would be able to participate in the capital improvements to the pool. I know that was one of the things that you asked. You had three different scenarios. One is the two-story. The second was the adding one other story. The commitment that I have from my executive board at this point is related directly to just the pool building itself. I know you have HVAC issues, you have boiler issues, you have resurfacing issues, you have a wrap of the building, you probably have a roof coming down the road. Those are the things that we would get involved with and that we would make a financial commitment to. So we would really welcome, if this is something that makes sense to you, to have further discussions. We know that time is of the essence, and we're ready to sit down whenever you are. But if that basic option is something that is worth exploring, we would love to explore that. So in closing, I really would like to work with you to find a solution that we can meet all the needs of Rutherford, which includes saving the pool. We really believe that the quality of life in Rutherford is excellent, and part of that is having this wonderful facility. And we'd like to try to work with you to figure out how we can keep it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think we're going to wait until we hear comments from more people, or you have a comment? Well, we're going to get in. I don't want to spend too much time past the half hour because we have to get into the board, into the business. One of the points as we were reaching out and asking for information, is that we need to know what kind of dollars we're talking about, right? Because if the Rutherford Board of Education, the group sitting here, although we might applaud community efforts, our responsibilities end at the school district.
Sure.
We do not have the authority to tax Rutherford taxpayers in the name of the school district and apply that to some non-school district activity. At this point, through deep study and investigation of our buildings, and I know this has been referred to as a community pool, but I want to be very clear. This is a school district pool. It has been used predominantly for community activities outside of the school district and for communities outside of Rutherford over the last many years. And that's all, that's wonderful. It's brought great pleasures and benefits to many people. But that's outside of the mandate of the Board of Education. By law, our mandate is to focus and make decisions based on the educational welfare and the safety of our students, and to do that in a way that does not overburden our taxpayers. As we look at the building today, and we look at the educational elements that building is used for, today it's only for one of our co-curricular activities, our swim team. We look at the needs in the district, which include a very serious need for a right-sized cafeteria for safety and operational concerns, and a solution of repurposing that building for that, is right now, from my view as one board member, the most logical use of that building, managing our responsibilities to our educational call. Outside of that, our fiduciary responsibilities are that we're good stewards with the town's tax dollars. We have a plan that is accomplishing a number of very important activities throughout the district, and particularly at the high school. Nobody that I'm aware of, nobody has cited that some part of this plan is not needed, not beneficial, overspending. Nobody has argued that. To the contrary, I've heard people argue we should spend more to be able to accomplish this, the continuation of the pool as a community resource. We do not have that power. We have a plan that we've looked at that accomplishes the educational needs and the programmatic needs for the district. If we alter that plan and it incurs some significant additional capital expense, which I detailed to you in the letter, we need the outside entities that are benefiting from those programs to leave us, dollar neutral. So, in fact, to maintain all of the points of the programs that have been, hopefully you're all aware of them, you've gone to the website, you know them, to accomplish all of those points and maintain the pool is approximately, at the best engineering estimates we have right now, $5.9 million. We would need the YMCA to make a grant, or whatever it's structured as, to the district for that, so that we are net neutral on the expenditure. Is that something that...
I can understand where you're coming from, and I started this with that. It's trying to fit 20 pounds of potatoes in a 10-pound sack. I totally understand, and I am here tonight to let you know our position. Our position is that we would contribute to maintaining and the capital expenditures to the pool building. I don't have authority to do 2.9 or 5.9 to build a new building. Quite honestly, if I was going to do 5.9, I probably would just build my own pool. It's a shame that the pool will have to be filled in, but I respect the decision that you're in. I just wanted to make it clear what we could do, and what we can do is we are willing to do in the $1 million area to refurbish the pool so that you don't have to take the complete expense away from you of having to operate that pool or have any expenditure to that. That's what we can do. That's what I'm here to speak to you about. If it's something that we can dive further into, that's fine. I would totally understand if 5.9 is your number, and I understand that.